couldn't be more happy to welcome to the show Cassandra Bishop. She's an author, and she's written a book, King Solomon's Street. It's a children's book, but I think it has such a big message rather. So we're happy to feature her here on, again, Author's Corner on America Tonight. Cassandra, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome, Kate. How are you?
I'm excellent. And I know your road has been so interesting into diving into writing children's books, as I said. How did that all start for you?
It started for me when I started teaching children, and I realized that a lot of children character need building. So I decided to write books about building character, forgiving, and loving.
Has that been a fun ride for you? Has it been fun to do it?
Yes. I enjoy it.
So you come up with this book, King Solomon's Street. Tell us about it.
I came up with the title basically from the Bible. King Solomon, rich man, was full of wisdom. And he gave a lot of people good advice. So that's how I came up with the title.
Yeah, and we like that story. Tell us in the book some of the lessons that children would learn.
Children learn to work with their peers. They learn to share. They learn to work with each other. For example, Sarah had to learn to give the best to the elderly lady that she did not want to. So she shared and she did the right thing. She gave the lady the best basket.
Yeah, and ultimately, there's so many deep lessons in this, but what's one of the lessons that would be a takeaway from the book?
I think the best lesson from the takeaway from the book is that parents are very important in children's lives, and they are encouraged to teach the children practical steps from the Bible that build their character. To forgive and gain friends. They learn to work with their peers.
Yeah, and how important is it, especially now we see that kids learn at an early age to work with their peers, because we see what happens in job situations of all sorts, don't we?
Yes, we do. It is very important because the foundation of the children's upbringing is what builds their character in life as an adult. Yeah.
And in your life, you went toward an education, you worked in the mental health industry. How did your background's interesting, and we'd be remiss not to talk about it. How did you get into that field, and what do you do?
I am at the moment a mental health counselor. I work with substance abuse, addiction at the moment. And I got into that field because, again, I would love to help people.
And I bet it's rewarding for you when you see somebody that's able to come out better on the other side, so to speak, right?
Yes, it is so rewarding, especially when I see someone that comes in and they just look hopeless. They don't think they can do it. And I encourage them. I say, hey, because you are here, you can do it. And they actually do it.
And see, that kind of dovetails into you writing children's books, because you want to help children at an early age. You talk about the foundation, and the foundation would make a difference for a lot of people who find themselves as sort of lost souls when they're older. Isn't that right?
That's correct.
It goes back to childhood and what the foundation was or wasn't there.
Yeah, it goes back to foundation because children learn how to deal with their peers, as I said before. They learn to share. They learn to forgive. They learn the importance of relationships.
For you, after writing King Solomon's Street and other things that you've delved into, what's next?
Well, what's next is that I do have another book. And I am currently getting it illustrated. So that title would be Sunday School Fruit Day.
Ooh, give us a little sneak on that. What is that about?
Well, it's basically about a group of kids in the Sunday school class, and they learn about fruits of the Spirit. And they go to the park and they say Sunday School Fruit Day. It's a song, SSFI, Sunday School Fruit Day. And at the tree, they see a boy that is homeless. And they ask the teacher, hey, can we give him our food? And they give him the food. And that makes the children very happy. And they walk away singing.
Wow. So that shows a lot of things there. Kindness, the benefits you get from giving. There's so many themes in that. You can hear in your voice, and I'm sure the listeners can hear it as well, how much you really are enjoying all the aspects of your life. And of course, King Solomon Street, Cassandra Bishop's book, you can get it on Amazon or Barnes and Noble. Has this been one of the greatest adventures for you going into really children's literature?
Yes, I love to write a children's book. It's a passion that I have. It excites me. It makes me feel good to know that, hey, somebody's going to read this book and they're gonna just enjoy it.
Did you ever think that you would be a children's author?
No, I thought I would write teenager books about love.
Well, it's never too late. You never know, but you jumped in there early to get to the children early. And I mean, what a wonderful thing. And you talked about the illustrations. That's a big deal in children's books. Is it fun to go through that process too with an illustrator?
Yes, it is, because the illustrator takes time to understand my passion, what I want. And my goal is always to have multicultural individuals in the book, because the book is for everyone. And working with the illustrator, he really takes time and say, is this what you want? Let me know what you need.
Yeah, so then it comes out the way that you want it. What do friends and family say about this adventure?
Oh, they're excited. Everybody bought the book from Amazon.
And that's the way it should be.
My family's from all over the world.
Yeah, and that's the way it should be. Absolutely. So when you're,
yes.
I just picture you in your everyday life looking for those little stories too, whether it's in the Bible or somewhere else. And is that true? Do you get some of the inspiration from what happens around you?
Yes.
Yeah, you could see that. You could see that in King Solomon Street, and boy, it is beautifully illustrated. So as I mentioned at the top, you can get the book on Amazon or Barnes and Noble. Cassandra Bishop, thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, you're welcome, Miss Kate.